Hey, Capricorn Nation. I hope you guys have a good start to your week. If you're new to the channel, my name is Tyler. You're watching Capricorn Tales. If you have Capricorn placements anywhere in your chart, not just your sun, your moon, your rising, or your Venus, although those are very significant. No matter what, though, if you got Capricorn in your chart, you're at the right place. So thanks for stopping by the channel. So we are going to be talking a little bit about this full moon. It's going to be in Libra. So with that, we're dealing with the full moon basically being in Libra brings air to fire during Aries season, because right now we're still in Aries season. So this full moon is also called the pink moon. And it's all about boundaries. All right, guys. I don't know about you guys. I totally understand that one right now. It seems like my boundaries have been really invaded since last week, and I totally understand why I feel that way. But it's also very important at this time, during this full moon, to make sure that you make inner peace your utmost highest priority. Okay, guys? I think especially being an earth sign, we get so focused on our stuff that we're doing that, it can be burdensome dealing with other people and them interfering definitely with our boundaries. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely feeling this myself. This full moon will also help us understand the impact of our relationships on the soul level. It helps us understand how to create peace within ourselves. First and foremost, keep that in mind. So when we allow others to affect our energies, guys, our emotions and thoughts, we can lose control over our own personal peace. Oh boy, I know I'm feeling it really heavy now. So I don't know if I'm the only Capricorn out there, but I guess you guys will let me know. So if you find yourself easily taken on other people's energies, guys, definitely you need to put up even more boundaries, because if you're taking on other people's energies, that means your boundaries are being crossed. Okay, you may not see it clearly. We'll talk about that in a minute. So anything that makes you feel annoyed or anger is usually a telltale sign that your boundaries are being invaded. When we keep our boundaries, keep people at bay, putting up our boundaries in a healthy way, though. Remember that healthy way. It holds our vibrations to the things that we want to experience instead of taking on someone else's energy and what they think that we're supposed to experience. I know I deal with that a lot. But just remember, we need to also keep boundaries as well as balance within it. This full moon is also an opportunity to assess all of our relationships and boundaries that we have within them. So we'll have to decide what we absolutely cannot negotiate on, okay? Otherwise, you'll feel like you're betraying yourself. I know that very well, too. I do have Libra and Pluto, so I can see maybe that's why I'm feeling it more. And you also definitely want to understand the lower energies of Libra and Aries as well. That'll help you out. And it'll help give you a better understanding of how to navigate through this full moon that's about to take place. And lastly, before I start the reading, we do have the Empress kept coming out over and over again. So that's a strong emphasis on the Empress energy. Alrighty, that's about abundance and creation. The Empress also, she promises abundance in our lives. Time associated with creativity. It's also associated with Mother Earth and motherhood. Use this energy to bring more positive advantages in your life. Expect a little mess since it connects with your heart, right? So alrighty, and I think that's pretty neat. And then the Ten of Wands, of course, no doubt, because we are talking about boundaries and balancing them out internally and externally. So definitely we want to drop those wands, the Ten of Wands. Don't let it distract you. Look at your actions, though, as well, and see how that is affecting you and your connection with these people that may be trying to cross boundaries a little bit more than they should be. because everything begins and ends with us. At the end of the day, we can either let people affect us or not. We all have a choice in how we choose to look at it, right? So the moon came out quite a few times too. So it may bring in some kind of internal dialogue that you guys maybe are talking, we've been talking about this a lot too. Maybe your internal dialogue is affecting these boundaries, because that in which we think we draw unto us. Remember that as well. So I think the moon could bring to the forefront some energies, this internal dialogue, this unseen boundaries that is affecting our bliss and peace. And it could be triggered by external forces, but also internal dialogue, and or both, right? Alrighty, guys. So keep that in mind. Just something to think about. And now we're going to get going on the reading. See what comes up. Alright, so what do we got during the full moon? What we got? Okay, that's a lot. Okay, hold on. Okay, well, this is kind of cool. Alright, I did have a lot flip out, but then I had one went to all by itself. So we're going to keep that. There's that King of Cups again. I know we keep seeing this guy, right? A lot of times at the beginning of the reading. He's a very warm, thoughtful kind of person. He's very caring and creative in his profession. He is also a balance between his heart and his mind. Alrighty, so again, that could be associated with this full moon. It's also considered a pink moon in Libra. Alrighty, I think that's kind of neat. Learning how to have a balanced heart and mind at this time. When we do that, our boundaries are harder to cross, okay? Because we're more like, more solid. Alrighty, so we're just gonna do a little tiny thing in here, see what the King of Cups. I know we've talked about it a couple times. Alrighty. Affliction comes to us not to make us sad but sober, not to make us sorry but wise. Alright. Affliction comes to us not to make us sad but sober, not to make us sorry but wise. Alrighty, so it says relationships and art of all types create ties and bonds of emotion that circle his heart. And he is driven like no other king by his heart. And I think that's very interesting because, again, those are the energies coming up. And also the strong Empress energy as well. Okay, it says the tapestry is so complex that if you tug one thread, you would be hard-pressed to determine what else will be affected. In this way, he appears more unpredictable and unscrutable than the other kings. If you want to understand the King of Cups, you must follow the tangled maze of relationships and emotional responses to his core. There you will find all his values, and there you will learn how to relate to him. Alrighty, guys, so, as we know, the King of Cups, he's a balance between his heart and his mind. So, I think that's not so much about a water sign being in our life. Now, if you have strong water placements in your chart, I think that's very significant for you guys. But that's more about creating a balanced heart and mind during this full moon. Will definitely help you for sure as well. And the energies around you. You'll be able to see it as clear as day with nothing really muddled in your mind. Alright, guys, so now we do have the Temperance card again. There it is. Keeps showing up, right? Alright, well, we also know that the Temperance has to do with Sagittarius energy. So, again, some of you guys, I do understand that. I had a Sagittarius person that I knew when I was younger. But I didn't know them as much as I thought I knew them. Somehow, I allowed their neurotic, lower energies affect my energy. Because I'm usually a very positive person. I even tried to see the most positive perspective even in bad situations, because I know that that's very, very important. We definitely had our different energies, and my boundaries were always crossed. So some of you guys might also be able to relate to that too as well. You might have had a Sagittarius cross boundaries in your own life. and stuff like that. So, but with temperance, it also has to do with patience and moderation, compromise, and balance. So again, I think that's very, very significant, guys. You guys might have Sagittarius in your chart too, as well. I'm going to reshuffle. Alright, so there it is. Alright, guys, so we got 3 cards that came out. We'll start with the one on top. There's the Ace of Swords. I like the Ace of Swords. If we're going to have some kind of swords energy, that's basically having triumph over adversity, inner strength. No doubt, not surprised it showed up with this pink full moon, right? So it also has to do with mental clarity, breaking through, having new ideas and new visions as well. So if that is the case, if you guys have new ideas, new visions, and you're dealing with people that are crossing your boundaries, please, whatever you do, Capricorn, keep it to yourself. I've made that mistake so many times where I knew I should keep things to myself, especially when there are new ideas and new visions, and be very careful who you share it with. Make sure that you are sharing it with somebody who doesn't cross boundaries, somebody who's going to lift you up and lift those ideas and visions up with you, and not insult you, put you down, or tell you that you can't do it, okay? Because I find a lot more people out there would rather tell you you can't do something or make you feel silly. Don't let it affect you guys, all right? There we go. Now we got the 3 of Wands. With the 3 of Wands, it's the completion of a first stage of something, guys. Alrighty, it's some kind of project, or it could be a completion of the first stage of cutting more people out of your life that no longer are flowing in the energy direction that you're going, that do not support your highest good, and that are not, somebody that's going to lift you up. So that could be also, but it's also about making progress, momentum, and looking ahead as well. So I think maybe with that Ace of Swords, some of you guys, with that mental breakthrough, that clarity, that whatever that means for you guys, all right, maybe that's the first stage that you needed, okay, in order to start on the second part, to show that, okay, I've done this, I'm making progress, I'm moving forward. Woohoo! Woohoo, right? So now we do have the moon again. That's Pisces energy. Alrighty, so that could represent King of Cups energy as well, because King of Cups, we know, represents water. Alrighty, guys. Well, what I like about water, though, is water feeds and nourishes the earth, right? And we are earth signs, so that's a good thing. So I feel like whatever the moon brings up, whatever it shows you, guys, I feel like it's there to let you know, show you what you need to see, okay, so that you can correct it moving forward, because, having that mental breakthrough, that whatever that Ace of Swords means for you guys, alrighty, that was that first step that you needed, and so now you're on the second stage, and so you definitely want to, definitely watch what your internal dialogue is showing you, as well as what the environment around you is showing you. All right, so keep that in mind. And again, with the full moon, it's all about endings and completions. It's kind of like the death card, okay? Scorpionic energy as well. So once you can see all that stuff, whatever it is in the past, whatever it is that you're letting go, there's that world, guys. Okay, as we know, it's the last major arcana. I like it that it's showing up here, guys. And so this cycle is going to be complete. You will be releasing and removing people from your life. Sometimes it's not easy, but underneath it is also the 10 of Swords as well. With the 10 of Swords, it's the end of another cycle of disappointing stuff, right? So I think that's great. So you are going to be removing some people out of your life, okay, guys? And it might need some extra strength. That's also Leo energy as well. We are in Aries season, so, you know, I mean, it is related to fire, right? Because Leo is fire. So keep that in mind. You might need to find some extra strength within, guys, as well. Okay, but once you do it, once you take that next step, guys, the past is gone. It's moving. You're moving past from that and stuff like that, okay? So I think this reading so far is freaking fantastic. I like it. And as always, guys, if this is your situation, either in part or in whole, don't forget to tap that like button. It helps more Capricorns come to the channel, helps us all really connect with each other, because the stronger, the more people, it's like the power of 2 is less than the power of 3, right? And the power of 4 is more than the power of 3. So we connect our energies together. Alrighty, so with the King of Cups, we do have the 7 of Pentacles now. There she is. She's growing all those pentacles. She's taking the time. She's nurturing it. She's checking them out. How nice would it be if we found a tree that had a little bit of money growing on it? That'd be awesome, right? With the 7 of Pentacles, it means that all of us that have been really patient and dedicated to our work, we will be rewarded. There is some kind of good news financially coming. Alrighty. It may come from somebody that resembles the King of Cups. So you might hear some kind of good financial news from some kind of water sign or somebody that has that type of energy in their life. Alright, guys? Alright, so let's see. What else do we got here? Whew. Alright, I'll take that one. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm going to take that. We do have the Queen of Cups, too. So that is the match to the King of Cups. But I'm not taking the card. We do have, right now, the Page of Cups came out. This is something small, but it has to do with some kind of happy news. As we know, the cups have to do with love, emotions, relationships, as well as our own creativity. Again, I talked about that before we did the reading, so I think that is also very significant already. So just be careful not to have your head in the clouds too much, but there might be, some of you guys might hear something about a Sagittarius or a water sign, a Pisces or a Leo as well, or somebody that resembles that type of energy. They might, you know, it's maybe some of you guys that like we've been talking about this Sagittarius, that maybe been wanting to restart a relationship with a Sagittarius. So they may be coming forward now. It hasn't happened yet. It's going to happen very soon. Alrighty, but with that mental breakthrough, I love it, I love it. Look at Capricorn. I love seeing the Fool there with the mental breakthrough. Alright, that's a new beginning. That's the 0 card in the Major Arcana. That's us getting ready to take flight, to jump off, and with our arms stretched out and full speed ahead. Alrighty, so I think that's really great there. So we know that's a new beginning, a new adventure. Yes, I like it, I like it. So far so good, guys. Alright, so let's see, what else do we got for Capricorn? Whoa. Alright, guys. Take note of this one because it came out again. There's the Ace of Swords again. Alrighty, guys, so as we know with the 3 of Wands, now we have the Ace of Swords there. We've completed a cycle. We've removed things from our life that no longer has a purpose, no longer, especially things that are not for our highest good. And it takes a lot of courage sometimes to do that. So kudos to anybody that can do that, especially, you know, if somebody has a place in your heart, but yet just you know, but whenever you get around them, it's just they always talk about the earth falling as opposed to the earth, you know, being lifted up, right? So if that makes any sense. Of course, that could be kind of a silly one. So whatever this, because we do have that 3 of Wands again. So you're making progress already, guys, which I think is going to enhance this, whatever this Ace of Swords means to you. you know, breakthroughs, but some of you guys might have some kind of new ideas and new visions as well. So you will see it even more clearly. I think that's great, though. All right, again, the moon energy here. Let's see, whoa. Alrighty. We have justice now. Okay, so we do have the full moon in Libra, right? So, and justice is Libra energy. So with the moon there and the justice, some of you guys might have to kind of balance it out, right? You know, because again, it's not going to all be just one person's energy that's affecting us without it being our energy, because we're allowing somebody to affect us, right? So since we're allowing people to affect us, that's also something within us. It's an internal dialogue that maybe we don't see already. I think with the Justice card being there with the moon, guys, it's more about, you know, not so much legal stuff or karma and stuff like that. It also could mean a need for balance, right? So that's what that says to me. Alrighty, and on the bottom of the deck, now we have the Eight of Swords. Okay. So we do have the World too as well, right? As we were talking about. So basically with the Eight of Swords, we don't have to have the blindfold on. So maybe we've had this blindfold on, deciding that maybe we enjoy having some people in our life, but they cause so much chaos because they're more in the lower worlds and the lower vibrations than where we normally are. And every time they come around, they just start tugging on that, you know, especially if we've made progress and momentum. They always seem to show up. That's just cause and effect, the law of things, you know. Whenever we start changing and moving towards a different direction, there's always some kind of negative functions trying to interfere with our growth and going forward. But if you can see them for what they are, guys, kind of like the Chariot, right? Full speed ahead. So don't let it sway you. If you can do that, guys, underneath it is the Wheel of Fortune, okay? That means that by taking the blindfolds off, making the appropriate choices, doing what we need to do for our own internal peace as well as external peace, creating that balance and boundaries together, right? I believe that the universe will reward us for that. And also underneath that, we do have the Ace of Wands. So some of you guys may be going on a new adventure. You guys may be moving. I know I will be moving in a few months. Where I'm going, I have no idea. One of these times I'll tell you my story, but this will be the 5th time I've moved in 3 years. Due to many events that have happened to me and my daughter. So anyway, definitely don't keep the blindfolds on. If somebody is causing a negative reaction from you, or your internal dialogue, guys, is causing a negative reaction, there's something that you need to have the courage and the strength with the Strength card, right? To actually see it truthfully. I think also with that Justice, you know, it's about truth, related to truth, right? So see it, you know, with the, if you have to step out of your own self and think about it like if it was happening to a good friend of yours, what would you tell them, Capricorn? What would you tell your friend? I mean, being honestly, what would you tell your friend? Whatever you would tell your friend, that's what you should be telling yourself too, okay? Keep that in mind. Alrighty, so now again, we're going to, there's that moon again. I'm not surprised. That's what this full moon is going to do. Not surprised to keep seeing that full moon. It was on the bottom of the deck, but here's that 10 Wands too as well. Alrighty, guys. So during this time, you guys, we are going to, not just you guys, I guess, because I'm Capricorn too. I got 4 solid placements of Capricorn. We are going to be dropping some burdens. I don't know about you guys, but the burdens that have come to my attention, the ones that I'm allowing to come to my attention, I should say, I'm learning right now at this time to let them go as well. Also because of the Empress being, if you're a female, females, we are like, you know, I think that we carry a lot of heavy burdens because we deal with our emotions more so than men. For the most part, not everybody, just so you know. But as a whole general rule, women are more emotional. We're more in tune to our emotions. Men are can be very methodical in a way. So we do carry a lot of burdens. But you know what? Whatever this Seven of Pentacles is, it's going to help you guys drop some burdens already, guys. Alright, so the next card that came out with the Temperance, the Page of Cups, is the Wheel of Fortune. So again, some of you guys may have been patiently waiting for something, some kind of news that's going to affect your emotions. It's some kind of happy news. It doesn't have to do with a Sagittarius always, right? Because the Temperance is about moderation, compromise, and creating balance. So it could be that some kind of thing, if it hasn't happened yet, it's some kind of good positive news, guys, that is going to lift your spirits up. And it's going to move this Wheel of Fortune card. Alright, it's going to start moving it towards your direction that you are going. It's going to help bring you a little extra luck at this time as well. That happy news. Something with that happy news is really going to make an internal shift in your life, and as that internal shift and you're raising your joy and your vibrations, right, you know, on the higher scale of something that makes you happy, the faster things will move in that direction. So it's about also learning how to maintain that as well as best as we can. But whatever this is, I like it, okay? Alright, there's the Magician, guys. Oh my goodness, this is so amazing. Alright, so we have that mental breakthrough. Some of you guys are jumping on to some kind of new vision or ideas that you've been holding on to. You've just been sitting there waiting and manifesting the right time. You've manifested this, alright? So now is the time. Now is the time. Alrighty, this new beginning that comes with that Ace of Swords and the Magician. Again, watch your thoughts. Sometimes it's good to journal. I do it all the time. I have to, because it helps me monitor where I'm going as well, energy-wise. Because that's the major key here. But whatever this new exciting thing is, I'm so happy. I can't wait. I can't wait to hear it. If it hasn't happened yet, because it's at the center of the reading, don't worry. You manifest this, whatever this is. So, alrighty, guys. There's that Chariot again. Yep, there's the Chariot, guys. Didn't I just talk about the Chariot, right? The Chariot is knowing that, having that specific goal in mind, guys. It's also Cancer energy. So now we have, let's see, we have Pisces and Cancer up here. Alright, guys. So that might be significant for some of you guys. But once you understand, okay, that these energies are just energies, guys, because you do have the Ace of Swords there, right? So that's mental breakthrough, mental clarity. Once you understand, okay, you can say, well, you know what? I see you guys. I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to impede my progress, my momentum going forward. Maybe you can do something about some of it, but the best thing you can do is just know it's a temporary thing. And just focus on the goal where you want to go, and you will be going really fast in that direction, guys. Okay. So once we bring up whatever that moon energy is for us, that those unseen energies, whether it be external, internal, I believe that they're always external and internal, and everything, again, begins and ends with me. It's my show, my movie, my story. I'm going to make it how I want it to be, okay? Because we only get this one life, guys. But now we have the Page of Cups. There it is again. Okay, guys? There it is. So I do believe with that Justice card there, again, you know, having that balance, being able to balance out that moon energy, again, it's going to bring some kind of happy news, again, so there is some kind of happy news that, you know, of the cup nature, that's going to, you know, really, really, I can't wait. I don't know about you guys, but this Capricorn here can definitely use some really good happy news at this point in time. Yes. Alright guys, so on the bottom of the deck, we're getting ready to close it out. We do have the 5 of Cups. Okay. So, obviously, again, we're dealing with boundaries and stuff. You might have had some people in your life recently, I know I have, that have maybe let you down, maybe betrayed you. I was talking about a Sagittarius that I knew, that I thought was my friend, and then they took like pieces of things that I would say and twist it into something that would support their argument about whether I was a good person or not a good person. So I understand that 5 of Cups all too well. Alrighty, you might have some regrets as well. Some of you guys might be mourning, might have lost, like for me, my uncle died the other day. It was my mom's younger brother. Now, I didn't know him that well, but that reminds me that, you know, we're here today, we're gone tomorrow, so make the best of every day. Do your best, okay? So, somebody betrayed you, somebody let you down. Are you going to let that interfere with you making progress going forward? Are you going to let that action that they chose to do, or your action by, you know, by your feeling, right? Are you going to let that interfere with such a, you know, a great experience that is heading your way, guys? Because underneath the 5 of Cups, now we have the King of Pentacles, and that is us, guys. So you might be dealing with somebody that has a dog. You may have a dog yourself as well. Alrighty, guys, there might be somebody in your environment as well that has earth energy, or that is us. You guys know your situation. But whatever this happy news that is coming in, guys, there's that star. And the star is all about hope, renewal, and faith, and having new hope. Alright, I do believe, guys, with all my heart. This is what I have to believe because it's what I tell myself all the time. Once we remove the things that have been holding us back, tying us down, keeping us in this 8 of Swords energy, guys. Once we let that go, look, right? The Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Wands is there. Alright, guys? So, some of you guys, again, you guys are going to be jumping into something that makes your heart truly sing. Alright? Something that is meant for you guys. I think we're just, because we have this 10 of Wands here, I do believe that we're allowing the burdens, not only of our internal dialogue, but external circumstances, you know, by allowing people to overstep boundaries and everything like that. So whatever you're feeling, remember that anger can be positive and negative as well. If we use anger to propel ourselves forward in a positive way, anger is a good place to be because it gets us moving. Now, if we're using it through a lower world energy in a negative way, we don't want to do that. Stay away from that. Okay, guys, definitely. Just be the best you. You can't control how other people think or feel. And it's not our job. Anyway, our job is to be able to, you know, control how we feel and how we think. And if we need to let people go, you know, if they can't respect our wishes, our boundaries, and things like that, then they don't respect us. And who wants somebody in our life that can't respect us, okay? Especially if you're somebody like me. I don't impose myself on people. I don't like to just show up at people's house and things like that because, you know, I don't think it's appropriate. So some of you guys might be relating to that. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I do love hearing you guys' story. Again, if you're new to the channel, my name is Tyler. This is Capricorn Tales. It's for all my fellow Capricorns out there. I actually have 4 Capricorn placements and 3 Sagittarius placements, so hopefully I'm not impeding, not overstepping boundaries on someone else's life. I don't think so, because I don't really, all the people I know that I was very close to are no longer in this life. They passed away on me, so I can kind of relate to it. I have new neighbors, and they keep showing up, and they keep getting my dogs to bark and everything, even when I tell them that, you know, they're overstepping boundaries. So I totally understand that. Some of you guys might be experiencing things like that too. I had to tell them not to come over to my property. They're coming over for my daughter, but they've been overstepping boundaries. So obviously there's some kind of internal dialogue that I know I need to look at too. So, all right, Capricorn, so that is your reading. I know I kind of went on a tantrum. Sorry, I am ADHD. Must be my Gemini moon. Maybe the Libra and Pluto as well. Could be also something that affects it. So I do have a tendency to talk a lot, but I think, you know, with this full moon, it's very important to understand the meaning of it. And I'm not surprised that see the moon want to come out over and over again. Each deck, again, I saw the moon as I was shuffling. Alright, guys, thank you for watching, and I hope this is helpful and insightful for you as well. And again, tap that like button, subscribe to the channel, and most definitely leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Alright, guys, have a great day. I will talk with you in the next few days. Aloha.